Hi, good evening, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
And welcome back to MCC UK. After
Yes.
a long time off, but we're back now.
Hi.
I hope everybody's had a good Christmas and a good New Year.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
So, right, well, first things we'll do is before I go through the chat, well, everybody knows everybody, don't they? So we don't need to do any introductions, do we? No.
No.
So we'll go straight into the chat then. So we'll have Steve 131, evening all.
Hi, Steve.
Evening, Steve.
Gillian Dotz, good evening. Danno, Horlixs, Mark, Dave, and everyone in chat.
Hi, Gillian.
Now we'll have Lindsey's build. Hello, everyone. Nice to see MCC UK back. Hi, Lindsey.
Hi, Lindsey. You're okay, Matt?
And we'll have D. Harris. Steve 131, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
D. Harris again. Even Alex and the rest of the hosts also. Hi, D.
Hello.
Hi, D.
Hello.
And D goes evening to Gillian Dotz. And Gillian goes evening to D. We'll have C131, D. Harris, Lord High Command of Belfast and most of the PlayStation. A fine evening to you, sir. And D goes, how did it go, Steve? And yes, plenty of electric being used. JJ off school, not well, but on PS now. How's you, sir? And we'll have Ash saying, hi, guys.
Hi,
Good evening, Ash.
We'll have Dave Mack, good evening. Horlixs, Geordie, Sir Dave. Danno, Mark, nice to see you all back and Happy New Year.
Hey. Hi, Dave,
Hi,
mate.
Dave.
And Happy New Year.
You too, yeah.
And D. Harris, so good evening, Geordie, Sir Dave, and young Mark.
Hi, Dave.
Hello.
Dave Mack, good evening, Steve 131, D and Ash. Dave Mack, evening, Gillian. And we'll have Atoll, evening, Geordie Dave and panel.
Hello.
Hi, hello.
Hello. Dave Mack, going evening, Lindsey. Dave Mack goes hi, Atoll. Gillian goes good evening, Steve 131. Gillian goes good evening, Dave Mack Builds. It's just jumped on his. Atoll, evening, Dave Mack. D. Harris goes Dave Mack Builds. A good evening, sir. D. Harris goes evening, Atoll. Steve 131. D. Harris got a wretched cold. One of the wife's less hates attending, chasing, nothing but what's that? Aggro. Here about every night.
Yeah.
And Atoll goes evening, D. And Steve 131 goes D. Harris, pet hate.
Yeah.
And I'll store that there. Okay, right then. So, what is everybody building tonight? And I'll go first.
Wouldn't we all like to know?
Wouldn't we? Yeah, it's been. It's weird. It's weird to be back, isn't it? It's been quite a while, but we've had one thing after another. Well, some of us, and I've. Well, I haven't been on for about 5 months in total because I've lots of personal reasons, but I've had dodgy back and stuff. I'm waiting for an MRI scan for that. Also, the space I've got, like, it's really difficult because you can see my room. It's just cluttered. I'm still in the process of sorting it. So as for big builds, I do have a couple coming to my channel this year. From Wayne, which most of you probably know by now. But yeah, apart from that, it's just weird to be back, isn't it? Like,
yeah,
it's great.
Yeah, I'm in a new premises.
Yes, of course. I don't think anyone's seen that, have they?
I'm in a new flat since we moved.
Yeah. See, Geordie's been moving, and yeah. But I'm glad to be back, and I'm just trying to slowly I've just been sorting out I've got a new desk I'm working on as well, which I absolutely love. So this is the first time trying it out because I needed more workspace, and I can stretch my arms out and I could build 2 buses on here at one time now. Not that I'm going to.
Go on, get it done.
Danno, we've lost your camera feed.
Oh, yeah?
I'm just
Yeah.
getting black.
Just a black screen.
You're gone.
Well,
We can hear you.
I can see my camera on the screen. I can see it. I don't know.
Oh, we're just getting black.
Where?
Maybe go back out and come back in again, Danno.
Can you see it now?
No.
Try going out and coming back in.
Yeah.
See if your camera's going blank.
It's just going round and round.
Let's go round again.
Can you see
We've got
you.
2 Dannos.
I'll tell you, remove that one.
3 Dannos.
I can't get rid of the other Danno. I leave it like it's still at the bottom, but
It's at the bottom.
Yeah. Weird.
Somebody's going to have technical issues on the first day back.
yeah.
Oh,
well,
Yeah, no problem.
So,
Your camera?
what you built tonight, Horlixs? Did you see it?
Okay, so yeah, I am lights. I'm just something easy, to be fair, to start with. So I'm going to pick up on the old fuzzy bricks I was doing before. And let me go there. Look. Yeah, it's just about as far as I got with it, actually. I haven't done anything since I last did it. So going to be doing that. Turn that up a bit. Yeah, so I'm just going to be sitting here working on some of this. Just nice and easy to do.
Yeah.
And that's me.
Okay. Dave?
Well, I'm gonna got these bits on here. Let's go full screen. If I can find my full screen thing, I'll go full screen.
I was just going to put you on full screen.
Go on then, you put me on full screen.
Are you done?
So I'm gonna have a go at this thing, which is the Seafront Service Bedford that I started last year, and I did some of my own channel with this. I've got some stanchions to put in, I've got some painting to do, I've got some gluing to do, and I've got the front end to finish off and all sorts of bits and pieces like that. Then when I get fed up of that tonight, I'm going to move on to my second project, which is also 1/24 scale, and that's the London B-type bus model.
Yeah. Mine broke on the move. I lost mine.
So I'm gonna carry on with that as well if I get any time, but I'm not sure what time I'll get onto it. But yeah, it's coming along.
How did that go together, Dave?
Absolutely fine. Absolutely fine.
I had a vintage one in it, was it? Oh, bugger to go together.
Yeah, a bit of sanding, but yeah, it's gone together fine. The worst thing about it is the windows. The windows have not gone in right at all, but I can't get my hand in now. It's all glued together. So as soon as I stuck this down, the windows went out of shape, and I thought, oh well. There's only me.
Yeah, I would have to look for another one of them because I love them.
So anyway, for now, I'll be cracking on with that one.
Okay. Right, where am I next? Okay, done.
Can you see us?
Yep.
So I'm going to be building some Lego. That's not Lego. It's this Lego Like on the TikTok shop, so see what it is like.
Oh, is that like a fuzzy bricks as well?
Kind of, I think.
Has it got the bits down the side that you slot in? Oh no, it's a bit different, but yeah. Similar.
Okay, so that's what you're doing.
TikTok shop, and I thought pretty cheap. I pick it up.
Brilliant. Okay, I'll now find Mark. There he is, Mark.
Hey. So I need to paint these with the airbrush tonight. This colour. These are for the Enterprise D. So I'll be doing that first, and then hopefully while they're drying, I'm going to be changing the colour. Don't know if you can see these, like peachy colour bits here. I'm going to be modifying them into like a goldy yellow, and again that's for the Enterprise D build. So that's what I'm going to try and get done tonight.
Okay. All right, myself. Right, well, I'm getting one of these Rocco cars, so I'll go off Danno.
Yep.
So, got it a while ago. So it's been sitting in a cupboard, so I've decided to have a go doing this tonight. So how far I'll get, I don't know, because I'm looking after the chat as well. So that's what I'll be doing. So before I open mine up, I'll go back to the wall and I'll go back to the chat.
Okay.
There's quite a lot coming since I started it. Right. Okay, I have Dave Mac. Clear my throat. I'm hoping to get back to my builds tomorrow, hopefully. It's been a long time since I've been off due to my mum passing away before Christmas. Sorry to hear about that, Dave.
Yeah, sorry to hear about that, Dave. Such a tragic circumstances. My heart goes out to you, mate.
Know how you feel. I had a death in the family as well just before Christmas. My Uncle Colin passed away. D. Harris, now new then, Steve. Atal goes, evening, DS. How's Chris doing?
Well, thank you for asking. Yeah, Chris is. She had her operation in October, and I can't tell you too much because obviously it's highly personal. But what I can say is that for the first 2 to 3 weeks, she was actually quite well, and she was healing very well. But since then, things have taken a downward spiral, and she's got to now go back to hospital for possibly another operation. She has an appointment in February, and it's looking highly likely that she will have another operation, which again is a serious operation, and requires 6 to 8 weeks bed rest afterwards. We coped very well. It was a lot of work for me, but anybody would do it for your husband or your wife or anybody you love. It's just something you have to do, and we've both got health concerns, and we packed up work a while ago now, and so obviously we're trying to de-stress as much as possible, and just look after each one of us as best we can. But no, thank you ever so much for asking, and Chris will probably be watching tonight as well. So yeah, I love her with all my heart, and she's done incredibly well. She was incredibly brave, and yeah, she was absolutely fantastic on her operation. As I say, she has to go back, and there is a high possibility of another major operation. So
all our fingers are crossed for her, Dave.
Thank you.
Okay, right. D. Harris goes, evening, Lindsey build. Steve 131, Dave Mac build, evening, sir. Steve 131, D. Harris, tell Master JJ to bring attendance figures down and makes the headmaster sad. Dave Harris, Steve, it will go in one ear and out the other. LOL. And we'll have Christian Fandom Geek. Hello there.
Hello there.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
Welcome to the show. Anybody wants to subscribe to anybody on here, everything, all information is down below the information. It does help our channels a lot, and it means that we can come out with these more often. 131. Dave Harris. Yeah, that one every day also. Dave Mark, Evening Christian. Dave Harris, nice bust, Sir Dave.
Thank you.
And Christian goes, hey Dave.
Is that to you, Dave, or is that to me, Dave?
I don't know.
So
It's a name I've never heard of, so I don't know. I don't know if it's you or.
So Dave DS or Geordie Dave? Which one is that to? Christian Fandom Geek.
I'll just say hi because I'm David and the other Dave's just there. And D goes, evening Christian. Christian goes, hello D. Atoll goes, evening Mark's Modz. Christian goes, good evening. And we'll have Lord Peter. Evening all, good to see you all. Hi Peter.
Hi, Lord Peter.
How are you doing?
And we'll have Dave Mack, good evening Lord Peter. Dave Harris, Lord Peter, good evening sir. I'm going to be reading this chat all night.
Carry on.
Hi Dave D. And that all goes, evening me Lord Peter. Steve 131, Lord Peter Webster, even me Lord, great to see you. And Peter goes, hi to all and Steve. Steve goes, Dave Builds, be good to see building again. Builds again. Dave Mac goes, thanks Steve. Dave Mac, I'm sending prayers and my love to Christine, Sir Dave.
Thank you ever so much, Dave. Very much appreciated.
Peter goes, hi Mark, Dave, S, Jody, Alex and Danno.
Hello, Lord Peter. Nice
Hi,
to see
Peter.
you.
Hi, Peter.
Nice to see you, Pete.
Dave Harris goes, my best wishes to Chris, Sir Dave.
Thank you, Dave. Much appreciated.
Peter says, give Chris a big hug from me, Dave.
Certainly will do, Lord Peter. Thank you ever so much.
And D. Harris, Dave Mack, is the weather still bad over your area? Steve 131 goes, best wishes to Chris.
Thank you, Steve 131.
Dave Mack says, D, it's still bad here, but stop snowing, but it's icing over. Gillian goes, good evening, Christine.
Yeah, she's probably listening.
And Gillian Dotz goes, good evening, Peter. And I'm down at the bottom. Lord Peter goes, I'm doing great now, thanks all. Right, I'm going to start there so I can open my
That's good. That's good to hear. So, while everybody's in the chat and everybody in the here on the show, and everybody that's not in the chat or just watching, me and Christine want to wish you a very happy new year for 2025. I hope it's the best year that you ever have, and I hope it's happy, healthy, and wealthy. And yeah, take care of each other if you can. And it's nice to see you all back as well, following the MCC UK. Thank you very much for that. Okay, well, I'm gonna crack on with this if I can a little bit.
I just liked seeing the pictures in the intro. I haven't seen them in ages.
Yeah, the intro was brilliant.
That's why I said don't update it, because
yeah,
we hardly used it when we redid it, and
yeah, that's right. I mean, there has been a lot of a lot of things happen to pretty much everyone out there in the community, and whether you've been moving house or you've lost a loved one, or some things happened along the way. There's a lot happened, and it's nice to hear that everybody is following us as well, and we really do appreciate that. Thank you very much. I lost a lot of confidence over the period that we've been away. I did get a couple of videos caught up with Matilda that I did do last April, I think it was. So April 24. So it was a long time ago.
Was it that long ago?
Yeah, April 24. Yeah, that's.
Oh God.
And that's why it said the missing videos on the last ones that I did with Matilda.
You were without a computer for a while.
I was, I was without a computer for quite some time. My computer suddenly went bang, and well, it didn't go bang actually; it just wouldn't go. So, because of what it wasn't worth repairing. Put it that way. So we had to save up and buy a cheap one. So I'm on a cheap laptop at the minute. So, but I've kept meaning and saying that I will be coming back and I will be doing single videos. And I have got a brand new project that nobody has seen yet, apart from these guys in here in the MCC UK. They've seen snippets of it. And don't give it away yet, guys, because nobody knows what it is.
I know, sworn to secrecy under blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I will be coming back and I will be showing you this new project. And this new project was born out the fact that Matilda is now done. So Matilda's done entirely. I have got lots of models to do, but I wanted something to do that was outside. That was very close to where Christine is inside. So I know that sounds a bit strange, but we have a disabled annex to the house. And just outside the disabled annex to one side is my garage. And there is a big concrete space. So I've taken on a new project. I was looking for quite some time. And as I say, I'm not going to give the game away yet what it is. Some of you out there do know, but please don't give it away.
Answers on a postcard.
Answers on a postcard, yeah. So this project is there so I can be right next door to Chris if there should be any problems with Chris, and she can just literally shout me and I can be in. So which is closer to Chris than I am here actually. And that was one of the main reasons I took it on, was the fact that I could do it outside or inside the garage, or right next door to Chris. So, and it's going to be my last major project of my projects. Last major big project. So, and I think some of you know that over the years I've done double-decker buses, single-decker buses, Green Goddess fire engine, and a couple of trucks and several other things in real vehicles, and Matilda, of course. So I decided to take on this one last project. And I have got a couple of videos that I will release very shortly, and then I'll release some videos of it steadily growing, steadily being done up. And yeah, all I can say is watch this space, and hopefully might be 2 years time, might be 3 years time, it might be finished. So, and that will be my last swan song of a restoration project that I'm going to do big style. So anyway, I've said too much already.
These instructions are not that clear.
I bet they're clearer than these ones, Danno.
I'm sure on stage one, that's the instructions. The
Creaking a bit, is that right? It's okay. I haven't actually touched this project for long enough. It's been stood in the window, and it was even there right throughout Christmas and everything. I've got to say, we actually had a lovely Christmas. I did all the cooking, and we had our daughter over for 5 days, I think it was, 6 days. So yeah, we had our daughter over, and we saw our son and our daughter-in-law, and we even got to look after their dog for a day. So yeah, we had a lovely Christmas, and we sort of treat ourselves to a bit of nicer something to eat, which was made a change, you know. And our daughter appreciated coming home as well, because she hadn't been home for such a long time. So bless her. We moved things around, and we was able to do it, you know, for the 4 or 5 days, 6 days, should I say.
Yeah, I was glad to have a Christmas off.
Yeah, that's what I was pleased about, actually. Just I had a little bit of time off, not a lot, but I didn't do anything. I didn't want to do anything. Just don't really do the festivities at Christmas, but it was nice to have a little bit of time off.
Dave, I forgot about your Lee's latest video. How can anybody know where you can borrow a tractor from?
So yeah, while we're on about that, I'm going to promote his channel, a bit of self-promotion, if you like. So I have a cup here that is specially made for his channel. You can purchase these cups, and they have Lee's listers on each side. So
I put the link in the chat.
Oh, thank you, Mark. Thank you ever so much. So Lee's listers. This is my son Lee. He's made a channel. Lee actually collects 100-year-old or more Lister engines, and the large Lister stationary engines from the 1900s to the 1920s. So he has a massive collection of Lister stationary engines. He's always been interested in Listers ever since he was a young lad. Yes, is it my fault? Yes, it is my fault. We was looking through a photo album one day. I had a collection of stationary engines when I was 16 and 17, and I had some photographs, and as son and dad do, I showed him some photographs of what I used to have many years ago. And he said, Daddy, said, I quite fancy an engine. And he said, I quite fancy a tractor, which I had as well. So at the time, we had a single-decker bus, and we sold the single-decker bus, and we bought him a tractor and a little stationary engine. And it sort of gone on from there, really. So Lee doesn't live with us anymore. He obviously lives in a town called Tadcaster in Yorkshire. And where the famous brewers are, of course. And Lee's always wanted to have a collection of the Lister engines from the H2R range, and they was brought out mainly 1910 to about 1924 on around that time scale. So, and there was obviously a lot to this Lister collection, and the big engines, some of them stand about 6 feet high, and some of them weigh about 3/4 of a ton. So, and when they're on a massive trolley, they weigh more than a ton. So he's been very brave and got himself some premises on a farm. It's got a farm building that he rents, and then he's got obviously a private garage in his garden. And what he's been doing over the last couple of years or so, he's been actually taking an engine and fully restoring it, either painting it or not painting it, as the case may be. Depends on how much original green paint's left on it and what have you. So, and then he's been restoring it mechanically, and then putting them on trolleys and making the trolleys for them and everything else. And then he shows you the process right from start to the end, and he takes them all apart and shows you how he machines bits and welds bits and does bits to them, and then shows you them in putting back together, and then he shows you them running at the end of the day. So if you're interested in vintage stationary engines or vintage mechanicking or anything like that, go and have a look at Lee's Listers. It's in the in the chat, as Mark says. And thank you from me and Lee.
It's a very honest channel, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very honest channel. He actually likes. He's actually been tonight, and he hasn't been for a while because he's actually told me that he's actually looking at another engine he's getting from America. That is very rare. So, but if I tell you all about his channel, then it's spoilt it all, and it's spoilt your viewing. So the best thing you can do is pop along to Lee's Listers and have a look.
Okay, I'm going to catch up with the chat. So Lord Peter Wesley says, hi, Gillian. D. Harris says, good to hear. 6 of mine heading for an overnight stop. Extra prezi for the daughter does the makeup, visiting Pop Makeup Shop. Wow.
Oh.
Athol says, yes, it's what Tuesday evenings are for, and it makes a chance to see Geordie Dave. Oh, it makes a change to see Geordie Dave in camouflage. Peter also says, looking forward to the new project, Dave. He also says, I recently purchased a nice 1952 Myford ML7 engineering lathe in great working order that I want to rebuild and restore at some point. Wow.
Oh, wow. Myford lathe. Wow.
That's the link to Lee's channels. That's in the chat. And Lord Peter also says, just subbed to Lee. I love old engines.
Thank you, Lord Peter. Very much appreciated.
This camouflage is keeping me lovely and warm. Now I've got a wife that does like to use the heating.
That's usually the other way around, isn't it?
That's a leading one, no? In the cup.
Right.
Yeah, that's usually the other way around, Geordie.
Yeah. No, she's always covered in and that she's too hot.
Ah, right. Okay.
So this keeps me lovely and hot.
I understand now.
You wouldn't think, I've got this on underneath. He has a jumper on, then a t-shirt, because I've been to work the day, then out this afternoon. So I've got thermal.
Goodness,
I've got
mate.
on, t-shirt or jumper on, and this on top.
It is very cold outside, though, I must admit.
I don't know if it's because I'm getting old, but I'm not feeling the cold now.
Yeah.
Yeah, people like you. It was my birthday.
Julie's like that. I can literally have the central heating on, and she's got the bedroom window open.
Yeah.
I'm like that here. Our heating's on all the time, and which is great, but most of the time I've got my window open because it's too warm.
Yeah.
Well, if people would like to know, I was 62 on Saturday.
62, Dave.
Yeah.
That's ancient.
Yeah, listen to him. You're not far off, are you?
No.
There's mine.
No. Do you know, it's funny, Dave probably thinks this. You get, especially you youngers, you get to this age, your mind is fantastic.
Yeah.
It's your body that goes.
That's
the
right.
other day, I seen the bus coming and I had to run 10 yards for the bus and then he flipping killed us. My mind was going, you can do it. My legs were going, no flipping chance.
Oh, no, you can't. Yeah.
Right, I'm just going to mute, guys, while I do this airbrushing.
Okay. Yeah, that's how I am. This paint set like rock, it has. I'm trying to clear these flutes on this bonnet sides, and they're like, it's like rock. Goodness me. See, yeah, that's the worst part about getting on. It's the health concerns, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's just it just seems to go from one thing to another, doesn't it?
But then you look at some people that are older than you, and you go, how are they looking so fit?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, rich people because they can afford to buy the right type of stuff.
Exactly. Yeah.
You seen Demi Moore? She was on the awards the other day. She was on the news.
Was she 62 or something?
She's
wasn't she?
62. She looks flipping. She looks about 30 odd.
Yeah.
And do you know him and Mary Poppins?
Huh?
Do you know him and Mary Poppins?
Uh-huh.
What's his name? He's nearly 100. He's 100 this year.
Oh, Dick Van Dyke.
Yes. He's 100 and he still gets up and dances and all that.
Goodness me. Dick Van Dyke with oh goodness me, what's the car? Chitty Bang Bang. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one. It's going. Sun is slow, like, but it's going. Come on. Come on, that's it. Another couple, I think. That way. Doesn't have to be perfect like that.
I'm just going to grab this bit of chat. Rob Peter says, I'm going to have to love and leave you all now. Need my meds. Been great seeing you all again and miss the streams. Take care. See you all soon.
Thank you all. Thank you for coming along, Peter. Very much appreciated. Take care now. Before you go, Peter, we're going to be on every week. We know you've missed us so much, so we're going to be on every week. So, no flux in that, isn't that? Maybe a bit more on that one. Oh, goodness me. Don't do that when I've got a knife in my hand. Come on. So, as I said, I'm going to do a channel update shortly, and then I'm going to give a few shout outs as well to channels that I've been watching over the last 6 months or so. I have watched quite a few channels over the last 6 months, a lot of new ones and a lot of ones that interest me with all my interests. So I will be giving a few shout outs to the different channels, and I'll be putting the descriptions in the link as well, in the description box as well. So look out for that when I do my update. I keep promising, but I will do it, guys and dolls. Now maybe the festivities are over, and after this week, I might have a bit more spare time for a couple of weeks. So I might try and get an update done and then show you all what I've got as well. So, which I hope you'll be interested in. Why is my mouse stuck? The camera's not stuck, is it now? Thought my mouse was sticking a bit. I don't know why. Did you welcome John Alex Scale Modelling into the chat?
I don't know where we're up to. Nobody.
A little bit further down than that, I think.
A little bit up. I just did Lord Peter there. It's starred above. There's 3 comments in between the 2 stars that need done.
This is the one that was next.
Ah, right. Okay. I didn't know where the chat was, so okay. Go for it then, Mark.
Okay, so Athel says, Geordie Dave, I've an electrical supplier that states I'm using too many kilowatts, and Phil Celia and I are wearing thermal gear. D. Harris says, I'm sitting in shorts with the window open as well.
Oh, good God.
John Alex Scale Modelling says, hi, mate. Hi, John. Welcome.
Hi, John.
Hi, John.
Thanks for joining us.
John Alex says, how are you, Lord Peter Webster? Danno Builds says, night, Peter. Peter Webster says, night, hi, John. D. Harris says, evening, John Alex. Dave McBill says, hi, John. D. Harris says, night, Pete. Lord Peter Webster says, I'll be here.
Okay, thank you.
Every week. Dave McBill says, I'm going to get to bed, guys, and watch you on the big TV, but I won't be able to comment, so I'll say good night all, and I'll be back in 5 minutes. Oh, fantastic. So, night, Dave Mac.
Thank you for that, Dave Mac. Very much appreciated.
D says C, and then he also says, stretch out, Dave Mac, just right.
Yeah. If I don't move my mouse on this laptop, it sticks and then it jumps. So it's a bit of a pain like that, but never mind. Can't remember whether I glued then.
Greg, you want us to carry on from there?
Can do. Sorry, I was muted because of my compressor.
John Alex Scale Modelling, how are you, Lord Peter Webster? And Dave Mac goes night, Peter. Peter goes hi, John. D. Harris goes evening, John and Alec. Dave Mac goes hi, John. D goes night, Pete. Lord Peter goes, I'll be here. Dave Mack, I'm going to bed. Oh, read all that? Yeah, we have. Yeah. Oh, just my thing was up, so I thought we're still going.
Bit like my mouse, it's sticking.
Aye. What?
Wait till that starts and then we can then have a look at I wonder if they're the roof racks. Oh yeah. Oh, pardon me. Not going there then. Yeah, maybe. No going there. So we want flipping off then. To anybody wondering what this bus is, it was the Sunstar 124th Bedford from Yellowway Coaches, which I have one here right outside of me, another scrap one, and it's got bits off it and windows missing and broken bits and scratched bits and chassis gone and everything else. So like I had two identical and I decided to make this open top bus of a real bus out of the two. So and then this one I might have a go at a scrapyard diorama or something. That'd be good, wouldn't it? A little bit.
Oh, that's got it gone all the way in there.
That's it. That way.
Did I tell you, Horlixs, you actually inspired me to buy something?
All right. What's that?
There.
Oh, yeah, they're quite good, aren't they?
I haven't used them yet, but yeah. I saw the ones that you got and I thought I'd like to get myself a proper set. So I got some.
Yeah.
They're too nice. I don't want to use them yet.
Yeah, I'm the same. They're still in the packet.
Yeah. But yeah, I saw the ones you got and I thought I'd like to get some of them. So yeah. It's a bit like when you get a new cutting mat. You don't want to dirty it.
No, I need to get a new one, to be fair.
I do as well, but
I know it doesn't look that bad, but it is.
Do you want to get a drink?
okay.
Tea, 2 sugars and milk, Danno.
Yeah, man's a pint cup.
I'll have a Bailey's coffee, please.
Oh. Oh, that's cheating. Because you can't really top that, can you?
Okay, Robert Milne says, hi everyone, how are you all doing? Dave, how is Chris doing?
Hi, Robert. Yeah, I told you that earlier. So Chris she's okay, but she is struggling now, and she's going to have to go back for another operation. We don't know when, but she's actually going to see the consultant in February, so she's not got long to wait, thank goodness. But yeah, it hasn't worked out the best as it could, really. So she has got to go back for another op. But thank you ever so much for asking, Robert, and I'm looking after her at home as best I can. And there is the odd day that we do go out fairly local, but it's only the very odd day. And yeah, hopefully she'll have this operation and then start to make a recovery this year. Fingers crossed and everything else, Robert.
Okay, D. Harris says, evening, Robert. D. Harris says, Mark, daughter bought me similar. Nice wee pouch they come in, yeah. And Robert Milne says, hi, D. Just waiting for stuff to dry now for 10 minutes.
That's the problem, isn't it, Mark?
Yeah.
Wow.
I need to get this camera over my paint booth working.
Camera in your paint booth?
Yeah, I've got a camera, that I can put on above my paint booth, but I need to get it working.
Uh-huh.
Now everything's settled down on the new computer, because that was just a pain.
Yeah.
It all sorted itself out and ironing out gremlins.
Did you use a steam iron to do that then, ironing out gremlins?
Yeah. Trouble is, if you get them wet, they multiply.
Yeah. I couldn't resist that one. Oh, come on, stick, please. Not to my fingers. I might need a bit more glue in there, actually. Oh! It jumped out the socket.
Get the life out of me.
Sorry. It frightened me, actually. And if I don't get this in here quickly, I'm going to glue my fingers to it. There we are. Just so I've got no glue on that finger that's holding it.
Oh, yeah.
If I have, I've got my finger stuck to a model. Don't do this at home, children. Dear, oh dear. Don't scratch your head in either. She'll get stuck to your hair.
Tell you who was on earlier and was watching before the stream. Little History was back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Again.
Yeah, Little History. I haven't seen him for a while, so.
No.
Oh, yeah. I think I've glued my finger to it. That's it. I've got it loose. I've even got a bit stuck to my finger. Don't do this at home, will you? Now then, where is my oh, there it is. And don't do this at home neither. Not unless you've got asbestos fingers. I can hear you all saying, what are you doing, Dave? Yeah, he's sanding his finger.
So, what we have to tell everybody is that because of the StreamYard we're on now, we can only present it or live show only on 3 channels.
Yes.
So whereas we can only broadcast it to 3 channels, we can't broadcast it to all our channels like we did before.
Yeah.
So what we do is we're just gonna, whoever's on that night, you know, we'll just choose whose channel it's going to be broadcast to. So tonight we're going out to Geordie Dave's channel, we're going out to Horlixs' channel, and we're going out to Danno's channel.
Yeah.
Next week it could be different. So just see what happens. You know, just check out our channels and you'll see when it comes up.
Yeah. That's a fair comment because the top the top StreamYard thing now has gone all out of proportion.
About $90.
Yeah.
And they upgraded us without telling us.
Yeah. And we ended up with a great big bill and we said, oh no. And of course, you know, we chip in together and, you know, we're not made of money. So we said, right, well, we'll try and take the best option we can. And this is the best option, isn't it, really?
Yes.
Horlicks, do you want to explain about the gallery?
The gallery.
Yeah, are we starting that back up again as of next week? Email pictures.
If I can get in. It's my fault. So I had access to the email, but my computer went kapunk the other week, and I also had gremlins in it, and I couldn't fix them. So I ended up reinstalling Windows, and I've lost it. So I'm going to pause on this a minute and have a play in the background. So I'll let you know shortly.
Okay. D. Harris says, Mark, as long as there is mods on channels streaming, idiots in chat. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a problem, isn't it? Glue them outside or not? No? Maybe glued the bottom one. They could maybe be glued as well. Stop them moving. I can't remember how much I've done on this thing, but hopefully I can get it back on track. Because I've got a lot of models to do. Oops. Now then. Fingers before fork. That's when you're eating though, isn't it? Come on, hurry up and dry. So I can move my fingers. Oh, cup of tea. Oh, I've got one of my favourite channels on the telly as well. I didn't think there was another one of that tonight. Was it set? I think so. It's not going anywhere anyway. Right, what else can I put in there? Sorry if I'm rattling about in my box here, but I've actually got a lot of bits that I can't put them on yet. Oh, it's handrails I want to put in, isn't it? Have I got something to stick my handrails with? Don't want that long enough. That one, won't we? Okay. Oh. Right. Okay, right. That's set. Is it set? Maybe set enough actually. Yeah.
Okay, we've got Furio86 who says, Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year to you, Furio. Welcome.
Happy New Year, Furio.
Happy New Year.
Thanks for joining us. Gonna pop your first name in and then we can refer to you by that, unless you want us to refer to you by your channel name.
Mark.
Yes.
I am going to. Oh, I've lost you. Where are you?
I'm here.
Oh, I've lost the stream.
You've lost the stream?
Are you there? Sorry, I'm blabbering. There you go. I'm going to send you a message.
Yeah.
If you could help me out.
Yeah.
So hang on.
I've got a thing on there, haven't we? Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's obviously the email. We know that.
Yeah.
That is the new password for it.
Right.
Just so we don't lose it.
Right.
And I need. Do you know the password to the other one?
Oh.
I think it's in the payments spreadsheet, and I haven't got that because it's gone.
Yeah, I know. I'll message you back to it. I did write it down when you gave it me last time. That's it.
Oh, okay. Similar to that one then.
Yeah, just 2 digits different.
Right. And that one is for the old one, isn't it?
Yeah, that's for the Northern Model Builders at gmail.com.
Northern branch. Was it 20 something? 20?
No, I think it was just the Northern Branch at gmail.com. Yeah, the Northern Branch at gmail.com.
Couldn't find. Oh, hang on, I spelled it wrong, that's why.
We had it on screen, didn't we?
No, that's the other one we've got.
Oh, okay.
I can't keep up with all these email addresses, to be honest.
Yeah, they're a problem, aren't they? Okay, so that's in there, that's in there, that'll do. Yeah. I've still got some glue on my finger.
Right, okay, so that's that. So if I go to the drive, I don't need to go to the drive now because actually I can add that other one to the bottom of this, can't I? Unless you've already done it.
I'm just seeing if I can get into the model crafting club one.
I don't know where it is actually. I thought it was in here.
What can I do with that? On that one.
Oh no, it was in the contacts page. I'm going to add it in there.
Chassis. Got some dust on it.
It's going to send a verification code to your phone.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, for it to log into the MCC UK one. Presuming that your phone ends with 38.
Oh yeah, can we turn that off?
I don't know. Right, if I press it, it'll send you a code. If you can tell me the code. You mean phone number? No, get verification code. Anyway.
Right. So that's nearly ready, and that's nearly ready.
That's now asking for your number.
Oh, okay. Have you got it?
I'd have to go into the spreadsheet to get it.
Right, yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
Right, two at the back.
Technical stuff, eh?
Yeah, good, isn't it?
Right, it's sent you a code, a 6-digit code. Cheers.
Sit on there. Oh, that's not right. It's not sitting right. That's better. Better. So.
Right, yeah, I can now get in.
Right.
So I can get into mine, my personal one. I can get into the other one, and I can get into the MCC UK one now.
Yeah, that's the one where the emails come in. So yeah, we can do that now.
Right.
So if I'm ever not here or whatever, or you're not, or we can still get to the emails.
There's two of us at it.
I know. I think you tried to get in, didn't you, Geordie? And your computer wasn't having it.
Well, no.
But if we try, we might be able to turn the thing off, so you might be able to get in. We'll have to look at it off stream, obviously. Sometime.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And what I've done, guys, is the private contacts spreadsheet that we've all got access to.
Yes.
The information for that, all of that is in there if you need it.
Brilliant.
Where else is it fastened? Oh, it's fastened in there. Maybe that's that one and that one. Which means
Cool.
it's in there.
Well, while we were having a gossip, I had a bit of a. These guys know. After, I mean, I didn't do much at Christmas anyway, but I went on to I do the odd thing on Competition Fox, and I won myself an Xbox Series X.
Yeah, that's brilliant news.
So it came today. Okay.
Fantastic.
It came. Xbox Series X. I won it. I was like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? Because I had a phone call, and I don't normally answer phone calls that I don't know the numbers for, obviously. And they kept ringing, and I was just like, I don't know this number. It's probably another scam. And I had a message saying, "Hi, it's Michelle from Competition Fox. We're trying to get hold of you." And I rang her back. It was like so quick. It was ridiculous. She goes, "Hey, congratulations, you've won." So she just was after my address for shipping it.
Brilliant.
And it comes today. So I won it Friday night, and I got it delivered today.
And that's a quick response as well for somebody who's won a prize, isn't it?
Yeah.
Usually they're real slow, aren't they? They don't want to give it away too quickly.
Yeah. So yeah, I was really quite impressed.
Oh, that's brilliant.
So naturally, I've done a few more little raffles on there because the only reason I really did it is because some family members did it and they won. Sam, she's won. Mike's sister, she's won all sorts on there. She's won herself. I had a choice of a PlayStation 5 on Xbox X, and obviously I've already got a PS5, so I got the Xbox.
Yeah.
But she's won. Oh, it's like a generation game. She's won a PS5, garden furniture set, a lazy spa, the Lego Titanic build, which I showed you lot, or I might have shown Mark. I don't know. I've shown one of you. The massive Lego Titanic build. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Another Hogwarts Express Lego build. She's won £1,000. She's won loads on there.
So what's this?
It's called Competition Fox. You get an app, and it's like a raffle basically. So you put. I mean, I'm still shocked I won that Xbox because I think it was out of 6,000 or 8,000 tickets.
So you buy a ticket off them?
Yeah, so it's like a raffle. They're all different prices. You can win all sorts: money, tech.
Competition Fox. I'll have to look for that.
There's an app on your phone. Laptops, food mixers, anything, hoovers, washing machines. Like you can win all sorts. Depends what they've got on at the time. The prices vary. So for this Xbox, I did 50 entries at 20p.
Oh wow!
So whatever that is, tenner. So that I thought right, and that was out of 8,000. But they still draw it even if the tickets haven't sold.
Yeah.
So even if they sold, say if I put in 100 tickets, for example, and I was the only one to put in 100 tickets, once that time goes, I would still win the prize. Like there's no tickets didn't sell, you can't win it now.
All right.
So yeah,
it's completely fair then, really.
Yeah, basically. And what they do is some of the manual draws they've got a YouTube as well. They will draw the numbers on the manual ones with a generator. They look up the number. If the number hasn't sold because there's not enough tickets sold, they'll just generate the number again until they find someone who has got the right ticket number,
Yeah.
So really, really good. But I just, out of like 8,000, I don't know how many sold exactly, but I just couldn't believe that I'd won I just couldn't believe I'd won it, to be honest, because you just never think you're going to win these things.
Yeah, that's brilliant though, isn't it?
Made up with that. So that comes today. Because I was already looking at getting one at some point again. I did have one like when it come out, but obviously bills and things. I had to sell it to pay for some important bills. So obviously that was more important, obviously, than sitting there gaming. So my plan was, well, I'll sell it for now and I'll get one another day, but didn't need to because I won one. So
yeah.
Oh, bit of chat. Hang on. D. Harris says evening to Furio. And we've got Lindsey's builds in saying, what I miss, I nodded off for a while, LOL. Hi, Lindsey.
Hi, Lindsey.
Hi, Lindsey. Nice to hear from you, mate. No, we don't blame you one bit. I usually nod off after my tea. I think it's a new thing. I think it's a new thing since I turned that big number in my birthday. And there was one night I nodded off after my tea, and I woke up at 9:30 at night, and I was thinking, 9:30? Is that 9:30 in the morning? And I was just sat here in this chair.
I've done that when I've been on early shifts. Been on early all week. So then I go to bed early. And then when I'm on a late shift, I get up early and I go oh, I can't really go to work. And I go, hang on. I do it all at 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Back over. So you're still obviously used to getting up early?
Yeah. Oh. Don't glue your fingers together, folks.
Okay, so I'll go a quick workaround.
All right.
Okay, I'll start off with Horlixs.
Okay. Yeah, so just building up on this. I'm just doing the other layers. And then when that's done, that'll go on there and it'll look something like that. I think it's supposed to be like a cat, like a fiery cat thing. I don't think I've got a picture of it or not. Oh yeah, it's going to look like that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
But it's just weird because you have to do it in layers. And they're called fuzzy bricks that Dragon Lover, Connie, calls them.
Yeah.
It's like Lego bricks, but it's got jagged edges that sort of push in sideways and interlock sideways as well as on top. So you have to sort of, the instructions are very basic. It's just a 1-page spread.
Oh God, yeah.
But you have to work from the bottom upwards. So you just have to sort of look at the blocks and how many there are, make the frame, and then it tells you like where to put that on that frame, and you have to do 3 on each step. So I'm on this last step at the moment with the double pink bricks.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing at the moment, trying to work that out. But you can easily get sidetracked and then lose where you're at. And then, like, just then, my eyes were drawn to this layer, and then before you know it, you've got a mix of both layers going on.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to fold this up, so I can't do that. So yeah, you do get a little hammer with it, a little toffee hammer, but I've not really found a use for that yet.
Okay, we'll move across to Dave.
Okay, well, I'm going to show you if it's dried. So inside I've put some roof racks in. So they're inside, and I've worked out on the body where it screws. Actually screws, with this being a Sunstar model, actually screws together. So there's 2 screws at the back and 2 screws at the front, so it's nice and easy. So, and they correspond with the chassis, 2 screws at the back and 2 screws at the front, and they're just behind these wheels here, and they're screwing to the body, and they're to the back of the body. So I've been putting together the handrails, which were loose, and the sides, which were loose. So I've glued all them together now, and I've actually screwed this part, the seat part, onto the chassis, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. So that's all screwed on now. So I'm going to put the body on the chassis and screw that together, and then I'm going to make some handrails. And there's a couple of handrails needed on the inside, but one about there, one about halfway, and then same on the other side. But I'm going to do that while the body is on the chassis, or I'm going to attempt to do that, because there is a hole here that I can get my hand in. There's a hole there I can get my hand in, so I can hopefully.
Bit like the room master.
yeah. And then there's little bits of painting to do, and then I can actually then put the bonnet together, and the fluted bonnet sides and the bonnet top. And then I've just found the fuel filler from the other side, and you can see it's in orange paint. Well, that needs to be in silver or black paint for the other side. And little details like that I can put on, like the indicators, for instance. And yeah, so yeah, I'm getting there. It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be something like, and it's got to be better than what it was, a scrap model that wasn't worth anything, which is, you know, like what this thing. So with lots of bits missing and broken bits and windows that are broken and everything. So yeah, anyway, I'll try and carry on a bit.
All right, well, I'll move on to Mark.
So yeah, I've just been airbrushing these tonight. So that's one bit I've been airbrushing, but it needs another coat. And then I've airbrushed these 2 vents here. But at the moment, I'm just waiting for things to dry. So there's not a lot I can do at the moment.
Okay, we'll move on to Danno.
I've just done these 2 little bits here, not much, but the instructions are very awkward to look. Very, just trying to work out how it goes together.
Well, that'll take you a couple of weeks to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything?
It took us from when we started to now just to get those 2 bits done.
Carry on, keep going. We've still got some time. Okay, over to myself. Well, I've got the engine in. Front wheel assembly and all that. So these Rocco kits go together nicely. So I'm up to sort of I'm up to stage 5. So slowly getting there. What's nice model. That's what it'll eventually turn out like. As Dave was talking about, chitty chitty bang bang before.
Your first
Yeah, I would wish. Yeah, so that's where I'm up to. So okay, we'll go back to all and we'll carry on. Is it okay if I carry on for a bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, 8:30.
We said 8 till 10. I'll
Yeah.
catch up on chat. Athel says, and we're back. Hamish and I were out as he needed walkies out of the wind and rain, which is falling.
Oh.
Lindsey says, hello, Athel. Lindsey says, I think it's old man syndrome, LOSDS. I watching on TV and commenting on phone. Wow.
Yeah, definitely old man syndrome.
Aye.
Furio86 says, Horlixs, that's a fun-looking nine-tailed fox.
Yeah.
Lindsay asks, is that 1/16 scale DS?
No, it's 1/24 scale.
1/24.
1/24 scale.
Steve 131 is watching.
Jolly good. Yeah, what basically you can buy the whole model, Lindsay, with from a company called Sunstar. They're a Sunstar Bedford dual pull coach, 29-seat dual pull coach. They've been around for 10 plus years, maybe 15 plus years. Some of them have obviously got damaged, and some of them have been sold off on eBay and such like for a rather cheap rate. So I actually bought one about 3 or 4 years back now, and then I bought one a couple of years ago. So, and there was far less than what you would buy if there was whole and complete. So I thought, well, I'm always in for a bargain. I'm a Yorkshireman, typical Yorkshireman. I don't spend an awful lot if I can help it. And so yeah, I thought, well, I'll go for it. And when I ended up with 2, I thought, what on earth am I going to do? And the idea of this came along because many years ago, I used to actually own the real bus of this one. This one's portraying ONO 89, and it was from the Eastern National Fleet, and there was 4 of these Bedford OB type coaches converted in real life to run along the seafront of Skegness, which isn't so very far away from you. So, and then in the 1950s and very early 60s, there was running along the Skegness, Mablethorpe, and all the rest of it seafront down there. And as I said, there was 4 of them made, and I actually had the real one, ONO 89, in about 1986, 7, 8, or something like that. I can't remember right now, but it was in the 1980s. I actually saved it from a scrapyard in Lincolnshire called Twells. There was at Ingham and Camringham in Lincolnshire, quite close to Lincoln, I think. So quite a famous scrapyard is Twells, 12 Brothers Scrapyard. They had 2 scrapyards, as I say, one in Ingham and one in Camringham. And they had a lot of trucks and buses and goodness knows what. This particular bus that was in the scrapyard had actually been bought by somebody in the Hull region, and he'd left it and not paid any rent or anything. And I pestered them for it to see how much it was going to be if I could buy it. And they said, well, we've been in touch with this guy who actually bought it. he owes us quite a bit of rent. He's not willing to prepare to pay for the rent, so we've told him that we're going to sell it, and they offered it to me for part of the rent payment that this guy owed. So I said, oh yeah, I'll have it if I can, you know. So I bought it, and I had it towed back home actually to my dad's place, which is 3 miles from here, and we had a look at it. But this particular bus had been out in a scrapyard for many years, and as you can tell, it had an open sunroof, open sides, you know, because it was a seafront service bus. So it was completely rotten. The chassis was okay. That was nice and solid. But the engine had gone. The bodywork had gone. It was horrific. So I said, to my dad, I said, well, what are we going to do? And he said, oh, we'll pass it on. We'll sell it to somebody for spares or something. Or even, you know, for continued restoration. Whatever, it ended up better than being stuck in a scrapyard out in the open. So I did sell it to a coach company in Derbyshire, and I do believe it was used for spares, but there might have been another buyer involved as well after I sold it to this guy who had the coach company. I think he moved it on to somebody else, and it's not unfortunately been heard of since. Out of the original 4, there is only 1 left now, and that's an LTA registration, and it's owned by Lodges Coaches of High Easter in Essex, and that is the only 1 left now of these 4 that were converted into seafront services. So I've not actually seen this one ever since I sold it, which was in about 1987, 88. So yeah, just a flash of the memory, I suppose, of me and my dad. You know, we saved the bus from the scrapyard, and it was quite a feat back then because I had it towed back by a Ford Thames Trader wrecker wagon, and in later years I actually bought the Ford Thames Trader wrecker wagon as well. So anyway, that's another story.
Probably ended up in Malta, Dave, like all old buses.
Well, maybe. Probably for spares, yeah.
Because I remember the 80s and going on holiday in Malta and the old buses and coaches, and yeah.
Oh, goodness me, yeah, there was a lot across there, wasn't there?
Yeah, everything, all the old stuff just went over there.
Yeah. In there. They're a die-cast model of these mostly. The outsides of them are die-cast. The underneath chassis is plastic and the wings are plastic. The wheels are, I'm not sure what the wheels are actually. The wheels could be, oh no, they're not die-cast, they are plastic. But all the underneath is plastic and the seats are all plastic. But there is some metal pieces on it in the inside, but mostly on the outside it's metal. Sorry about rattling on, people, but I just I know
It's been a long time since you were live. You've got a lot of catching up to do.
Oh goodness me, yeah, I've got a lot of catching up to do, all right. So I just know so much about certain subjects, and you know, I sometimes think that once I go, all that knowledge will be wasted, like, you know, it'll all go. But on places like this, YouTube, you can actually express things like that. And that brings me on to another subject. When I'm going to be doing an update, slightly after that update, I've got a history that I want to bring to the channel, of my channel, and that's the history of London buses, and in particular the history of George Shillibeer, and what the importance was with George Shillibeer and London and beer. And I know you've pricked your ears up now and said, "What, beer on buses?" No. Yeah, well, I'm going to be doing, I've actually got a lot of material, and I'm going to do a history on George Shillibeer, London buses, and beer. And then I'm going to give you a connection of what is the connection between George Shillibeer and Yorkshire beer, and hopefully that will obviously stem your curiosity a bit more, and I'll be able to tell you all about it when I do that. It's something I've been planning for about 6 or 8 months now, and I've actually got some material together. I'm just waiting for the last piece of material, and once I get that last piece of material, then I'll be bringing a bit of history to you, and a bit of comparison of what has George Shillibeer's buses and Yorkshire beer got in common.
Or the drivers were drunk on Yorkshire beer.
George Shillibeer is a Yorkshireman.
No, he's actually a London born guy. But you'll learn all about him when I do the history. Not so sure that's in the right place. Could be. Yeah, so, right.
Okay, chat. Lindsey's build says, it's nice to hear a story DS behind a replica.
Yeah, thank you.
He also says, I think I could do with an OB for my Bedford collection in 1/24 scale.
Yeah, just jump onto eBay if you've got eBay, and type in 1/24 scale Sunstar bus, or Sunstar bus 1/24 scale, and see what it comes up with.
And Athol says the drays were pulled by Clydesdale horses delivering ale from pub to pub.
Yeah, but that isn't the connection. Yes, lovely brewery drays. I think I said that my son lives in Tadcaster, the main brewing centre as it was for Yorkshire was Tadcaster.
That's where John Smith's and Foster's is brewed.
Yeah, it was where Samuel Smith was brewed as well.
It's also in a flood where the bridge came down and caused a right havoc.
Yes, and still to this day, they sometimes close it off when there's flood alerts on, and my son has to go around the other way. Thankfully, my son will never get flooded because he's on top of a hill.
Same here, we're on top of a hill. It's okay being on top of a hill. You don't get flooded, but you get all the cold weather.
Yeah. Right. Got a little issue here. It's not landing up properly. I think it's not in properly. I need to be a bit more forceful with it. Oh, gosh. Whoever's got in that cow's a bit more forceful, aren't they? Right, certainly a good model, Lindsay, without a shadow of a doubt. Just that this one and the other one was beaten up wrecks, really. So, but you can buy pristine models in boxes. I have actually got. Have I got two? Have I got three of these? I'm not sure. I've got a couple of these in mint condition. I popped a screw in there at the bottom. Might be that one. It could well be. It's knowing how far to push it down, isn't it? You don't want to break it. Suppose I have to see if that'll fit in there first. Oh yeah, it will.
Okay then, guys, my time has come to an end.
Okay.
I need to shoot off because I've got someone coming to. I've actually got someone sold on Marketplace, and someone's supposed to. Well, just messaged, says he's on his way. That's why I said I'd to go a bit earlier. So, yeah, it's been good.
Yeah.
And I'm going to leave this lot to turn the lights off later. But yeah, it's been lovely to come back and see you all. Nice to see all the familiar faces. Thank you for still being here. As Dave said, touched on earlier, a lot's been going on with, different things with all of us. And yeah, it's nice to come back and, just chill and do a bit of modelling again.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, as Mark said, if you've got anything you want to show us that you've been up to since we've been gone, the email address is at the bottom there, and we'll go through them next week.
Yeah,
but yeah, for me, it's a good night, and I will leave you in the capable hands of the others here.
Okay, well, good night from us to you, Horlixs, and take care now, and we'll see you shortly.
Yes, you will do.
Okay.
As I say, yeah, next Tuesday, be the same time, won't it? 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's good night for me.
Night, Horlixs.
Good night to all of you.
Good night.
Good night.
All right.
Take care now. Oh. It's going to go in. Yeah, it's going in. Oh. Right, where's the other screw? Oh. Oh, goodness me. What time? Oh, we're 10 to 10. Oh, we're all right for a bit, yeah, aren't we? can't get these screws out. Goodness me. There it is. Okay. That's that one. Whew. So let's get that screw in there. Actually got a right headache, but I'm going to carry on. So I want to try and get this boxed up a little bit, if I can. Come on. Oh, yes. One in there. Where's he? So, put them two in the back. I'd hold that together, shouldn't it?
I think what we'll do for next week is we'll put a link in the description for Lee's channel.
Yeah, thank you.
I think that, and then people can search it because we do have friends of us.
Yeah.
So we can put it down there.
Yeah. Thank you. It hasn't been going.
Go on.
Well, it hasn't been going that long.
I'm fascinated by his videos. I really am.
Yeah, well, I was actually talking to him tonight about them, and you know, we said that you'd said where he'd got his interest from and everything.
Oh yes. Athel says, nice to be back learning new tricks.
Jolly good.
And Steve131 says, gotta go. Okay, night, Steve. Thank you for watching and coming back.
Good night, Steve. Take care now, and thank you for coming back and seeing us.
I don't think I'm going to be able to continue with these until tomorrow now. So, yeah. I'll tidy my desk. Like I have a mucky desk. Never. Never. Okay. Athel says, okay, got to go. Celia is home from work. Take care all, and thanks for a good show. Night, Athel, and thank you very much. We'll be here next week. Same time, same place.
Good night, Athel. Thanks for joining us.
And please, guys, if you've been watching tonight, check out the description because all our channel links are down there. And it's a very mixture of content of what we're into.
It certainly is. We're not just all about models, we're all about all sorts.
There's also DRD allotment.
Yeah.
That Geordie Dave and Danno do.
Yeah, you can check out how to grow some lettuces.
That I believe is in the description down below.
Yeah.
That will be coming back in the spring, I take it, guys.
Yeah. Daddy said he was doing a lot when the other day in a thicker mud.
Yeah.
Down there, yeah.
Well, I'm going to put the link in the chat anyway if you want to check out DRD allotment.
Yeah, the pond's frozen over.
Pond's frozen over.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're best just leaving it. Don't do anything to it.
Okay.
Because you could damage whatever's inside it already. It's a wildlife pond.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, time. Okay, 5 to 10. Do we want to go? I'll go around and see what people's done up to now.
There's no
And
point.
then we'll get cameras up.
There's no point coming to me because I've packed away. I haven't really done anything different from the last update. So.
Okay. Right. Well, I'll go to. I'll go to Danno. Right, how are you doing, Danno?
All right. I think I'm sorting the body now. Doing the two legs before, and now I think I'm starting on the body.
Well, okay.
All pieces.
Right, I'll go to Dave.
I'm just trying to work out what's happening with the chassis. Oh, goodness me. So I've got the body on the chassis and the seats in. And so that's all together now. And all I've got to do now is put the bonnet and the side bits together. And I can't do that until I tighten the screw up underneath and land the bonnet top up and the sides. And then I can fasten the headlights to it. I've got a side light on there, but I've got a side light spare in there. So, and I've got to put the handrails in once I've measured them and cut them to the right place. The handrails basically go in each side about there and on the inside, of course, and then they're just glued in. So, and that's just brass rod that I cut to size and glue them in. And that's about it, I think.
All right. I'll go to myself. Okay, since the last update, I've put the radiator on and the two headlights.
Oh.
Took a while to put the headlights on, get them together. They're so small.
Yeah.
Pushing the wood together. So, so basically that's the sort of front end virtually done, the engine and all that. So next week gives us a little bit more to do for next week.
Yeah.
So shall we go cameras up now? Where's everybody? Are you ready?
Can do.
Oh, where's me thing gone? Come on. I lost my mouse again.
Oh.
Come on, mouse.
Yeah.
Here we go. Come on.
Cracking start to the new year.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I can say tonight, guys.
Chat's done well. I'll catch it on the chat. Oh, it's just links.
DRD allotment links.
All right. What all the links? Danno was right, Horlixs. Yeah, so check them links out. That's it. Yeah, well, you see, it's been a cracking night. First time back. I've enjoyed it. Getting it quite a bit done. And I think it's great to get back out live again after so long. So I've been begging these guys to get this going. So I'll just leave it now for all to say a good night, and we'll see you all next week.
Okay.
So
it's a good night from me, and I'll see you all next week.
And it's a good night from me. Yeah, it takes a lot to all trackers down to be here on one night because we're all doing different things. So, but it's great to be back and a great start to the new year. So it's a goodbye from me.
Yeah, like you say, it's good to be back. It's good to see everybody back in the chat. And good night from me.
Okay, so up to you, Mark.
Yeah, I'll end it. Okay, good night, everybody.
Good night.
Okay, now.